Hello, welcome to the another episode of Classroom. So, in this video, we are dealing with some solutions and lab exercises in the NCERT textbook of Unit 3 Introduction to Python. Our first question is create following variables. First one, my string to contain hello, my float to contain 2.5, my int to contain 10. This is our interactive mode. In the interactive mode, and typing my string assign hello, my float assign 2.5, my int assign 10. So after that, just typing my string, this hello is printed, my float 2.5 is printed, my int 10 is printed. So we can verify this one whether these values are assigned to the particular variables. Okay, it's clear. Right. Second question, write the value justification. Here 2, 3 and 4 are the operands and multiplication and addition are the operations to be carried out. The difference is we are putting parenthesis or a bracket in some cases and the two cases here we are not putting any parenthesis. Here we are exchanging or interchanging the operators. Let's check what will happen, what will be the results. So in the first case 2 star 3 plus 4, first the interpreter will do this mathematical operation, that is whatever be inside the bracket. So 3 plus 4 we got the answer as 7. 7 into 2 14. Here the operator precedence, that means multiplication having higher precedence than the addition. So 2 star 3 that 2 star 3 we got the answer 6. 6 plus 4 10. Here also the same thing, operator precedence. So first 3 star 4 or 3 into 4 we got 12. 12 plus 2 40. Clear? Third question, what will be the type of the following result? See, here we have a combination of integer and floating point numbers. So what will be the result of this one? 1 plus 2.0 plus 3, that is 6. That is, here implicit type conversion is to be carried out. That means the result is transferred to a floating point number. Clear? Next one, which of the following is a valid variable name? Global, 99 flag, sum, answer. So here answer is sum. What about the global? Global is a keyword. In this case 99 flag, every time when we are selecting a variable name, it will start with either an alphabet or an underscore. That's why this is wrong. Here it starts with a number. That's why it's not correct. Then here there's a special symbol dollar comes. That's the reason why, these are the reason why these three are incorrect and sum is the correct one. Clear? Next question, true or false? Character data type value should be delimited by using the single quotes. What's the answer? The answer is false. Why? Because we can use a single quote or double quote to delimit the character data type values. Second one, none is one of the data type in Python. Answer is true. Third question, addition and assignment operator is used to add the right hand side value to the left hand side variable. It is false. Why? Because add and assign back the result to left operator, not to the right. Then fourth one, the data type double is not a valid Python data type. Answer is true because we don't have a double data type. Fifth question, Python does not have any keywords. We have already seen that Python have a list of keywords. So this answer is false. Sixth one, the equal to condition is written by using this operator. It's true, right? Is it clear? Let's move to the next question. Check all syntactically correct statement. This is the first part, A. Which input statement are correct? Let's check. A assign row input. A assign row input, enter a number. A assign row, this is not n, this is input, enter your name. So first one is correct. Second one is also correct, right? but the third one is not correct. Why? Because in the third one, these are not as a string. Here in the first case, we are not using the prompt. Prompt is optional. Here we are using a prompt, and it is enclosed or delimited in a double quote. Here it is not enclosed in a or delimited in a double quotes. So answer 1 and 2 are correct. 3 is not correct. Clear? Now the B part. Which print statement are correct? First one, first 2, 3. Both the 3 of them having an underscore in the beginning. So these 3 are wrong. Only this one is correct. And one more thing, note that print within the bracket 9 is correct for Python 3.8.3. For the latest version of Python, print should comes with a parenthesis. Clear? Next question. Which are correct arithmetical operator? A assigns 1 star 2, 2 assign 1 plus 1, 5 plus 6 assign y, 7 assign 3 star 4. So here 2 and 3 are false. Why? Every time this should be a variable. Okay, so this one are false. What about this one? This one is correct. Here the variable is a. Here also the variable is 7. So 1 and 4 are correct. The remaining are false. Next question. Which are correct type conversion? Let's check in the int 7.0 plus 0.1. See here, the answer obtained here is a floating point number. It is converted into integer, so that we got the answer 7. Now str 1.2 star 3.4. So whatever be the obtained, it is converted into string. That's why it's obtained as a within the quotes. Next float. So these two strings are combined and converted into floating point. But this one str 9 by 0, 9 division by 0 is not possible because 0 division error comes. That's why it is obtained. But we obtained the 3 answer are correct. Okay. Next question. Which operations result in 8? Let's check. Here 65 integer division 8. So 65 is divided by 8 and we are taking only the non-decimal number. So the answer is 8. We got here as 8. And 17 modulo 9. We are checking the, or we are taking the remainder only. We are getting 8 here. This is a exponential. This is not 8. Here 64 raised to 0.5 or root 64. This is 8.0. So we got correct 8 in these two cases. Here it is a decimal value. Clear? Next question. Which lines are commented? So we have 4 options. Here there are 3 double quotes in the front and back of in the starting and ending of this command. Then here is a hash symbol. This is a double slash. Here 3 single quotes. So which of them are correct? This one is correct, right? Right? Because we can represent a command using 3 double quotes. This one is also correct. So the correct answers are 1 and 2. Clear? Now this question matches the following. 1023, which will be correct in the integer type. None. That's a none type. 2, 4, 8, 16. That's actually a list. True. That's a boolean. 17.54. It's a floating number. Dogger 1952. That's a tuple. My fat cat. It is string str. Let's check the answer. These are the answers. Let's go through the answer. Just go through it. It's clear. Now let's move to the lab exercise. First one, record what happened when the following statements are executed. First, print n is equal to 7. What happened is n is not defined here. So there should be an error occur. That's shown here, an error occur. Next one, print 5 plus 7. So 5 plus 7, we got the answer as 12. Here the two numbers add and the value will be printed. Next one, print 5.2, this 4 minus 2, that 5 divided by 2.0. What happened is it will be combined. So first 5.2, then the string this, then the result of this one. 4 minus 2, we get 2, then that string, and the division obtained, the value obtained by dividing these two number. So this all are combined and printed. This is done in the Python shell. Okay, is it clear? Next, use ideal to calculate 6 plus 4 star 10 and 6 plus 4 star 10. See here also the operator precedence come. First we do the multiplication, then the division. So 4 star 10, 40 plus 6, 46. Here first we do the parenthesis part, then the multiplication. So 6 plus 4, 10, 10 into 10, 100. Clear? Third question. Type following mathematical expression and record your observation. So 2 star 500 or 2 raised to 500. This is the answer. 1 by 10. So this 1 by 10, what happened is it's actually the 0 division. So there is an error occur. Okay, it's clear. Now the fourth question. What will be the output of the following code? A assign 3 minus 4 plus 10. B assign 5 star 6. C assign 7.0 divided by 8.0. And after that we need to print these values A, B, C. So we are assigning A, B and C with the expressions. Then print these values A, B, C so that we can obtain whatever be the value obtained or assigned in A after performing this operation. Whatever be the value assigned in B after performing this operation, and C. It's clear? All these are, we did all these things in the interactive mode. Now let's see some examples. That's a program code. Here onwards all the program codes we written in the script itself, in the script mode. After that we are saving it, the program name .py. After that we are running. First of all you can see the script written in the script mode. Let's see that.
So our first example, write a code to show the use of all 6 math operation. Here we are assigning 2 variables A and B. A assign, it's an integer type, that's why we are writing int. Input, enter the first number. Then B assign int input, enter the second number. Instead of integer you can take floating point, there is no problem. Now after that the third step, print sum of 2 numbers, comma, A plus B. This is a string to be appeared, and this is a value to be appeared on the screen. The next one, print difference of 2 numbers, A minus B. Print product of 2 number A star B. A division of 2 numbers A by B. Reminder, A modulo B. An exponent of 2 numbers A exponent B. Then the integer division. Okay, now after writing this program, this is just we are assigning A and B 2 numbers, and then doing all the 6 mathematical operation in this 2 numbers. After that run module, a window is appeared. Now we are assigning of we are entering 2 numbers. I am assigning and 2. See the sum of 2, difference 3, product, division, remainder, exponent. Thus we got the answer. Okay. Now the next question, write a code that print your full name and your birth date as separate string. Here the both are in the string case. So name that is equal to that assign string, input your name, then date DOB. These 2 are the 2 variables I am assigning. This variable name is assigning. Here the date of birth is assigning. So inputting your name and date of birth, then both are printing. Let's run the program. So they are asking the name, classroom, then its date of birth. So both the string and the date of birth will be appeared. Okay, so clear. Next question. Next one. Write a program that asks two people for their name. Store the names in variables called name1 and name2. Say hello to both of them. So first name1 assigns the first name. So it is a type of string. So it is assigned the first name. Second variable name2 assigns the second name. Then hello, printing hello to both the names. Okay, let's run the program. So first of all, they are asking us to let's class and row. So hello class, hello row. Is it clear? Next program is to calculate the root of following equations. Two equations are given in your textbook. For doing the mathematical equation, we know that the equation is, this is a equation, right? Root of b square minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. This both are combined is a equation to find the root of two numbers. So we require a, b, c. Okay, a is a coefficient of x square, b is a coefficient of x, and c is a constant part. So both are all are in integer type, already given in the in your textbook question. So int input, enter a, the value of a is assigned to the variable a, value of b is assigned to the variable b, value of c is assigned to the variable c. Then here we are finding that b square minus 4ac, this thing is assigned to d. We are finding b square minus 4ac. How to find b square? b exponential 2 minus 4 star a star c. This is first assigned to a variable d1. Then after that taking the square root of d. Okay. So this one is assigned to d1. Okay, that is square root of b square minus 4ac is assigned to d1. Now we know that if the value of d is less than 0, then it is an imaginary part. That's why I am just printing this one. Else, we are finding there are two roots. One is minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. And the other one is minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So first root, we are finding the plus 1. So minus b plus, this is a d1, is a root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. d1 by 2 star a, by this by 2a is here, and r2 is equal to minus b minus d1 by 2 star a. And after that printing the root r1 and r2. Okay, let's check the values. First our a is 34, 68 and minus 510. This is in the question itself. Okay, so we got the first answer. Let's run it again for the second one. 2 minus 1 minus 3. Okay, got the answers. Okay, this is clear.
So for more doubts and notes, please mail me to this mail ID, mailmeclassroom@gmail.com, and please subscribe our channel for more video. So next class onwards, we are moving to the next chapter, the diff function. Thank you for watching.